What is up, you dorky Hot Wheel lovers? We are back again, Hot Wheels Unleashed. I'm just gonna do some cutting and chopping and talking over because this time around I am talking after I've played. What? Yeah, so truth is, not a lot of fucking good games lately. Got sick with the flu stuff around the house. Haven't been playing VR. Had recording issues. I've talked about it, blah blah blah, and I haven't got back into it because things just haven't lined up. What the heck was that? Anyway, so I got to play Night Rain. That was awesome. I made it into the hub. Woke up at 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, thinking, oh, it'll definitely work if you wake up early and do the first playtest. No, it didn't. I got into the hub like 3 times, and I was able to run around the hub, but then every time I tried to start a match, it would just kick me back out to the main menu, and then I had to do it again, and then it would just like, it was the whole thing, and then it turns out it was a whole thing. But at that point, I didn't have time to, like, I kept trying to jump on randomly and play it, but never did, so I didn't get to play Night Rain. And it sucked. I mean, I don't know what I was expecting when you do a playtest like that. We're like, all right, you get 3-hour sessions over 3 days, and you gotta be there. And we're gonna tell you what time it's at, but it's gonna be in a different time zone than what you live in. So you gotta do math too, motherfuckers. I woke up at 4 so that I could play at 5 before anybody's like, what? Why'd you wake up so early? It was stupid because I ended up not even getting to play. And running around the hub world is just not as fun as you would think it would be. But I guess I do want to buy the game. I am a From Software nerd, so I will be picking that up when it comes out, and I'll get to see what it's like. In the meantime, let's see. I've been doing Hot Wheels stuff IRL. I've been posting pictures and little things. I think I'm going to be using my shorts for my Hot Wheels stuff, honestly. So videos will maintain gaming maximum, and it's just a coincidence that I'm playing a Hot Wheels game right now. I guess it's not a coincidence. It just happened that I was like, oh, this works. I can double up on a subject. So IRL though, I've been kicking up my El Camino collection, and on the side note, I've been like thinking about, I like drag racing and stuff, and I've been watching, I like to watch Cletus McFarlane. Hell yeah, brother. And I've been thinking about doing drag races with Hot Wheels and how I would do it and make it like, realistically comparative to real drag racing. And then, hey, it turns out that's a real thing, because every time I ever have an idea about anything, turns out it's a real thing. You want to make custom dioramas for your Hot Wheels? You could just buy it for 15 bucks on Amazon. Oh, well, that's what I wanted. You want to do Hot Wheels drag races? Guess what? There's an entire freaking community for that. And for all my interest I have, like, that's too many communities for me. So I'm just a lurker, I guess. I'm a man of a jack of many trades. And currently it is Hot Wheels, and I'm setting up for doing some Hot Wheels customizations, some drag racing. I plan on doing some testing, stock cars versus customizing cars, making the fastest drag racers I can, like in real life, except for on Hot Wheels. And I had all these plans on what I was going to do this. And then today I was on Grok 3 on X, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk to Grok about it and get some like actual like info. Turns out literally everything that I want to do and thought of doing and how I was planning on doing it is exactly what Grok suggested. And Grok is amazing, honestly. So look forward, coming soon on my shorts, I will be posting Hot Wheels drag races and Hot Wheels customizations that I'll be doing. and I'll still be playing video games. It's just there's nothing that has come out that I want to play, and everything I want to play is on Steam, and I don't play on Steam. I play on PlayStation, and it kind of sucks because there's a lot of games that I would love to be playing that I can't. But maybe that's a blessing, you know? Because I'm trying to actually make myself successful. Like, the eBay thing is a small step. The YouTube thing was always just like, oh, whatever, I do this because I do it. And if it ever, like, picks up, then that'd be great. And here's the thing. The shorts are coming because I have to have a short with, like, 3 million views or some bullshit. And it's like... And I'm getting close to the 5... Okay, I'm skipping ahead, sorry. If I want to hit the next YouTube step, which is like some tiny bit of monetization, I have to have 500 subscribers and a certain amount of watch time, or a short with a certain amount of views. So I'm like, I don't have shorts. I got to start pumping out some shorts. I think the Hot Wheels is the way to go for that. So that's what I'm doing for the shorts. In the meantime, I'm at 480, 479 subscribers, so I'm almost at 500. I just need 20 more cool-ass people who are still watching at this point to hit subscribe, you know? I'm almost there. And then I can start using that as a tiny monetization. Now, before you're like, oh, here we go. For me, monetization of any sort right now is going towards one of 3 goals, which all go towards the same goal. But A, I'm selling Hot Wheels, and then if I ever make money off of YouTube, anything that I make is going either straight back to the channel or to my dream car El Camino fund. Now, once I've gotten that out of the way, I don't have to, that'll be my own expense. The other thing is a home / business / headquarters. No more of this renting a fucking trailer bullshit. I want things as an adult, and I have 2 adult children, so we're going to team up. We're going to team up and do it all, you know? But in the meantime, I gotta start somewhere. And so, you know, YouTube wasn't doing it because I'm not exactly a family-friendly, YouTube-friendly type of person. I just make the content I make, and so be it. But I figure there's, you know, 8 billion people on Earth and however many million people watching YouTube at any given moment, and so it's a numbers game. It's like fishing, you know? I just throw a bunch of lines in, and sometimes I snag something. But, you know, I have MS, so it's limited me for so long, and then I've had so many financial restrictions, and then having MS, and I fucking hate these cars, sorry. I hate that they forced me to have to drive one of these cars, and it's a boss fight. But, you know, having MS, being on disability is like, it's more of a restriction than it is helpful. Like, and anybody who knows, but like, it's just, I want to get out of that. I want to be able to just afford my own healthcare that's actually better, so I'm not afraid to go to the doctor and shit like that. I just want to hit a point where I don't have to worry about shit, and also my kids have something, and then I don't have to feel weird about dying, because at this point, whenever I do die, they're getting nothing. There's nothing. I'm nothing. I leave nothing but a YouTube legacy to remember me by. Right now, this channel is just a living tombstone for when I eventually expire, and all I have left is these videos, and my children have to watch these videos and go, oh damn, I wish we would have done that. So in the meantime, I'm trying to make it happen, and I can't just sit around at home playing video games, because that's not paying off. So I switched it up, you know, and then I have a million hobbies. I'm always trying to monetize them, and then I'm always quitting before I start, things like that, or not starting at all. So it's a slow process. I'm not the only one. I'm one of many. It's the American dream. I turned 42 this year, and I still have it. I still have the dream. I haven't become one of those washed up old fucking jaded people. I mean, I'm jaded for sure. I have some jade, but like not in that way where I've given up on life. I still have that, you know, I have that great white hope, that American dream, that like let Jesus take the wheel mentality, you know, like God's got something in the works somewhere, right? There's no way I've survived as much dumb shit and I've had to suffer as much dumb shit as I have, you know, for no reason. Granted, some of that was my own suffering caused by my own actions and choices, but then you have other things that completely were out of my control. Parentage, financial situations, getting diagnosed with MS in the middle of my rise to becoming a video game developer. Life is a very strange ride, but you have to be willing to, you know, adapt and overcome. And I've always had that. Although I've never been fit enough to become an armed forces guy, I've always respected and had the mental discipline of some of their better qualities. Although it doesn't seem that way. However, I also have PTSD from the wars I've fought here on the homeland, inside my own body. Oof. Still haven't learned this track. Anyway, let's see. We are still on the road to El Caminos in this game. As you saw before, I did get that 70s El Camino, but it sucks. It's a crazy, drifting, slippery mess, and I want the 80s El Camino, and I haven't seen an 80s El Camino, but they have the Fast and Furious El Camino, they have the 70s El Camino. Why wouldn't they have an 80s El Camino, you know? So technically, we're still on that road to the El Camino. I'm still El Camino dreaming. Yeah, I'm dreaming of an El Camino. I don't know where that song came from. I just made it up, and I just can't stop, you know? But we've made a little progress in the game. Still pushing ahead, leveling up, as you see, unlocking new pathways, and I think I'm just gonna I'll be right back. I'm gonna do a little edit, cut, skip ahead. Let's open Hot Wheels, right? I mean, that's half the fun of the game, is opening the Hot Wheels. Let's refresh. Oh my god. It's the same car. It's just a different color. I bet that one's special. It's $6,000. That's the most I've seen anything. Do you think that $6,000 means it's a super treasure hunt? That's what I'm thinking. Do you think I already know, even though I'm acting like I don't? Who knows? But let's buy this Dragon Blaster. Bloop. Oh, look at that. It is a treasure hunt. Super treasure hunt. Does it have a TH on it? Okay, so $6,000 is the super treasure hunts, and they're not secret cars that you find. They're just lucky spins. I don't see a TH. Does anybody see a TH? I like the colors. It's cool. Does it do anything super, or is it just a variant? I don't know. But I'm dreaming of an El Camino, so I'm gonna go looking for El Caminos. Man, can you imagine me driving down the street in a 1983 El Camino, hanging out the window, just dreaming of an El Camino? People staring at me like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? And I'm just driving through the town. I'm dreaming of El Caminos, yeah. I've seen a 79 El Camino for sale near me that looked pretty nice, but I've never seen one. I've seen zero driving around where I'm at. I remember I used to see them all the time, and now I don't see any. They're probably all behind people's houses and in fucking dirt piles and fields and shit. But there's a few. It wouldn't take much to get one, honestly. Like, if I wasn't a poor ass son of a bitch with barely any credit going and all that, then I might be able to finance one, but they exist. Like, I could roll one off of, there's a place called Gateway Motorsports, and they specialize in, like, I guess remods, resto mods, older cars, souped up classics, muscle cars and shit. And they have one. It's like 20 grand, 17 grand. You could drive it off the lot, you know, and it's not even a lot, it's a showroom. So that means, you know, it's got to be good. There's also one I saw on Facebook Marketplace that was SS, and it was nice, and it looked like it would probably need minimal anything, and it was like 9 grand. And then you get into like between 1 grand and 5 or 6 grand for various questionable projects, or maybe working but still need something. I'm gonna mess around with the track building here a little bit while I talk. Don't expect me to explain what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm an idiot. But lately I got a few ideas on how I could build an actual drag racing track for this, and maybe do some Hot Wheels drag racing practice on here. But anyway, what was I talking about? I guess it's not important, so it doesn't matter. I got plans. They're multiplying by the ideas my brain's supplying. It's electrifying. Do. Oh my god. My sister, I have a younger sister, just slightly younger, about 18 months younger, so we're almost the same age. But she loved Grease. I had to watch that movie a lot when I was a kid. It's ingrained in my head. Just like NSYNC albums and Christina Aguilera. Oh, the 90s, man. If you weren't there, you missed out. It was the last great generation, honestly. The last bastion of freedom. We had the internet, mind you, but we didn't have tracking yet. It wasn't in our pockets. There was no, it was freedom. Just get out, go outside. Come back with, you know, whenever your parental units decided that was good for you. Everybody had different times. Some people had to be home when the porch lights were on. Some people had to be home when nobody else was outside. Some people didn't have to be home unless they wanted to. I was somewhere in between. Like, I've always been a do what I want and fuck around and find out. Didn't know it at the time, but I've always been a fuck around and find out kind of guy, you know? Live by the beat of my own drum. Like, you know what? Let's see what happens. Then you find out. Sometimes you fuck around and you find out and it's good. Sometimes you fuck around and you find out. But anyway, so I'm fucking around with the idea of trying to become self-sustainable. I want to get my own business going, you know? But starting from somewhere. And I even use Grok to get ideas for that. And let me tell you, that is great, because Grok was able to take my entire life situation and pretty much give me a good pathway that was in line with what I was already thinking, but with the caveat of staying just within the legal limitations of things that are legal, just like rich people do. Circumvent the laws legally, you know? Oh my god, the spider's still getting me. Anyway, that's where I've been, that's what I'm doing. And there's going to be more Hot Wheels content, both in shorts and well, actually, I'm probably not gonna play this game too much more. Honestly, I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. After this video, these videos are performing poorly anyway. Don't expect too much Hot Wheels Unleashed, okay? I have to be honest with myself at some point, and some videos just don't bang. And the ones that were banging were my VR videos, and I can't do those right now, so I gotta stop making excuses for that and get on it and figure out what I gotta troubleshoot some shit, you know? But I got 18 things going on. If you saw what my house looked like, you'd be like, dude, why are you even doing this right now? It's a mess. My area, I need a house because I need a room. I need some kind of space because right now my kitchen is a kitchen and also an office and an eBay store and a fucking workshop and a kitchen. Did I mention it was the kitchen? Because I live in a fucking matchbox, so like I have limited space and I do what I can with what I've got. And I don't know how to do the best I can for myself, so that's why I'm not. In fact, the way we got into the situation we are in now was outside of our control, as well as being a miracle that we even got what we got to get here at a time when we needed it. So like, it's like the Lord works in mysterious ways. That is for sure. So I can't complain about my situation because it was a blessing. But it's not what I wanted, and we want better, and we've been trying to do better, and the world has been like crashing around us for the last 6 years. So we're hoping that maybe on this, you know, 6th or 7th year here, things might be able to change. So not to make a game video, a life video, but here we are. That's what I do, you know? These are like vlogs. It's like if I was streaming, this is what we'd be talking about, you know? So I've always treated my videos as either a video. If I've got an idea, I make that video, you know? If I got something specific. But otherwise, it's like a live stream. But I can't go live because shit's always unexpected around me. So like if I go live, something is gonna happen, and then I won't be able to be live, and it sucks, you know? I envy people who are able to still live the life where they just play games guilt-free, or they're able to do things that might be sounding like excuses, but I don't know. I don't know anymore, man. Life is life, and I'm still here trucking along, keeping a good attitude. And as a wise man once said to me, I'm still right here, giving blood, keeping faith, and I'm still right here. His name was Maynard. It's lyrics to a Tool song. And with that, I'll say, if you're still watching and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, man. Help me out here. You heard my plight. Help me out here. Coming up next, there's gonna be more fun. Okay, the next video I make is gonna be fun. I promise that. So if you're still here and you're like, man, these videos haven't been cooking, well, next one will be fun. I promise. All right. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Tell your mama I said hi, and I love you. Bye. Bye.
What was that, honey? Oh yeah. Hey, your mom wants you to subscribe if you could, please. Thank you.